How? Yeah, I mean, we haven't spoken about this before, but yeah, how would you compare? And do you think? I mean, you briefly touched on it now about Liberty running Formula One. I mean, from a personal aspect, I've enjoyed the increase in the graphics on the screen, the social media aspect of it. There's
Yeah.
more. I knew that Bernie Ecclestone was kind of against that, and
Oh, against
you
everything.
could hardly find any video clips and
Yeah.
highlights anywhere on the computer when Bernie was running it.
Yeah.
So do you think that Liberty's doing a better job on the commercial aspect than actually the sporting aspect of Formula One?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I would say that, it needed to be modernized. Bernie had a philosophy which I think, yeah, is somewhat outdated now, you know. So I think that, like the Drive to Survive thing was a huge step forward. I think it's been great. I've watched it. I watch it. I mean, I think it was very interesting. You can see that it's enhanced,
Mm.
and there's a narrative and everything. So it's a bit Kardashians or whatever. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, you bring a new audience, you do all that. So from that side of things, I think it's very good. I think it's great that, like the other day, I missed qualifying, and I wanted to catch up on it. And easily you can just go online and see the highlights,
Mm.
whereas you could never have done that before, impossible. So you would have had to really, dig around, or you would have had to wait for the next day for the pre-show to see the qualifying clips or whatever. Now you can just go online, see it straight away, and see what happens. So from that point of view, it's great. It's great for audience participation. It's great for the younger generation who want things in smaller bites. They don't want to sit and watch things like us
No.
older guys do. Where you're in for the 2 hours or the hour and a half of it. They haven't got the patience for that. So I think that it's great from that point of view, and I think that they're doing, from a commercial point of view, they're doing a lot of good stuff. But I think the stuff that I can't get my head around is like the false, like Miami's false marina.
Mm.
For me, that's like, it's too contrived. Formula One has to be above that for me. It has to. You either have a proper marina with proper yachts like Monaco, or you don't. Miami has to be. Miami has to have its own character, and it has to be real character, not
And
some
Miami's on the beach.
stickers.
It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
use the natural beach. Come
yeah,
on.
or whatever. But or if it's not there, it's not there. But you've got to create. It's got to be real. It can't be this fictitious stuff, because I think that people see through it, and I think it's not sustainable. That part is not sustainable from that point of view. It's kind of, you have to have venues, and they have to develop their own character, and they have to have real character and real. It has to be real. For me, it has to be real. I don't know. I mean, I'm a certain age group, so maybe the way I see things is not necessarily the way young guys see things, or young people see things, I should say. So I don't know. I mean, it's just my point of view, and I'm a bit of a purist as well. So
Mm.
even the way things are running, but from the getting back to your question, from the sporting side of stuff, I think that there's a lot of they need to do a lot of work. They need to do a lot of work, but unfortunately, globally, there is not the people with the expertise. There's just not the people with the expertise in the depth that's needed. And I think that it's been covered up for a long time, in the sense that you had some very capable people who had been there forever, who had been doing the job,
Mm.
and kind of taken for granted. And unfortunately, globally, there's a shortage of people going into those jobs, which you are very keenly aware of if you're working outside of Formula One and outside of this kind of things. For us to find new people or competent people in areas of the sporting side of the business, it's not easy.